Okay, so this is a different angle, isn't it? I've decided to come on here and do my May TBR. I'm going to be approaching this month's TBR a little different. Something I've noticed, a pattern that happens throughout the previous months, has been that I'll get halfway through the month of my TBR and then I'm gung-ho for the first half, and then the second half I'm just like, eh. So I'm going to do my TBR just for the first half of May. And I'm not going to play my game right now. I want to try just something different. As I said, I do have some library books, and I don't want to edit this. I just realized they're over there, so I'm going to go get the library books that I have for May, and then we'll do my TBR just picking it straight from the shelf. Okay, so I have 3 books from the library. Yeah, I'll probably read the comic before May. The first is Red X by David Demchuk, and this is about men disappearing from Toronto's gay village. Yeah, and that just picked me up. That's why I picked it up, because I remember that the murders that happened as well, so that's probably based on that. So yeah. Then I really, out of left field, the Mexican Gothic, I love that book. And this was on display at the library. This is also by Silvia Moreno-Garcia. This is the daughter of Dr. Moreau. I'm guessing it is based off of the island of Dr. Moreau, and we're following the daughter. So if you don't know, the island of Dr. Moreau is about a man who is trying to combine human and animals together, and it's like a horror, so it'll be interesting to see what she does with that. I really enjoyed Mexican Gothic. And lastly, I got The Reality Bubble by Ziya Tong, Blind Spots, Hidden Truth, and the Dangerous Illusions that Shape Our World. So this is about science and what we can and cannot do with science, or what science ignores. The blindness of modern society, it says here. So it'll be interesting to go through that. Ziya Tong, I remember her from, it was called Daily Planet. I watch that show quite frequently, so interesting to read her book. So I got those 3 books, and then what I'm going to do is start going through my bookshelves. For May, I'm just going through this bookshelf. I'm just going to choose 1 book from each shelf for the beginning of May. That'll give me 8 books in total, but as I always am with my TBRs, they're more like books to choose from, because my personal collection is so huge and I go to the library. I don't always intend... I intend to read the books that I pick, but I don't always read the books that I pick. And I haven't done that yet, so I'm just gonna take you along with me, and I'm not skipping any shelves, and some of my shelves are a little interesting, as we will see. This month will be hopefully easy, because there's the children's bookshelf on there too, but we'll see. I'm just gonna move the camera slightly. Where's the right knob? There's the right knob. Slightly up. Okay, and so this is shelf number 1. We're gonna choose from the top here. There's pop-up books, and then I call this like fiction non-fiction, or non-fiction about fiction, and I already know which book I'm gonna choose. So I gotta take this stuff off. Here, I'm gonna move all the decorations. I'm gonna try and keep that lamp plugged in. I'm just gonna go for it. I want to read. Ooh. Oh gosh, okay, so this is one of my favorite books from when I was a kid. It's called Gnomes. This edition is falling apart, because I've read it so much, but it's been a while. So this is like, I also got to be careful because there's nudity and stuff. So it's like pretending that gnomes are real and like doing like a study on them, like how they keep time. Their mating rituals, their houses, what they look like. As I said, the book's falling apart. And then there's everything like, this is really cool. Their relationships with different animals. Really beautiful book. And then in the end part, there's like different legends and stories about them with some illustrations. So yeah, that's what I meant by like fictional nonfiction, I guess is the best way to describe that. So that's the first book for May. I'm just going to quickly put this stuff back because we need to make room for all the other stuff. Okay. Now this next shelf is all children's literature, and yeah, so I think, you know, this will be easier reading. Here, I don't know precisely where I'm gonna go for this. Oh, okay. I'm only picking one book from each one, and I'm just going to move some stuff here. And I'm going to pick a Shel Silverstein book, and we're going to go with, I guess the classic, yeah, this is going to be a lot more difficult to pull out books than I thought. Anyways, okay, I'm going to go with Where the Sidewalk Ends. Where the Sidewalk Ends by Shel Silverstein. I don't know if I'm in focus here. Oh no, here. Hold the book up and focus on this. Okay, I don't know. Hopefully that's in focus. So Where the Sidewalk Ends by Shel Silverstein. This is just, what was it? Pictures and poetry. And this is another book that's falling apart because I've had it since I was a kid. So we're doing a lot of, oh, it actually fell apart. Okay, we're doing a lot of nostalgic reads here, so there we go. Gnomes is down there. Okay, this next shelf, I'm going to lower you a little again. Right there. Now my shelves are organized alphabetically by author's last name. I have some travel guides over here, but we're just going to look here and find a book. So this is mostly authors whose last names begin with A. I'm going to move this book just so I can see a bit more of what's behind it. Oh, shit, I'm going to get it back here. Okay, let's hold it. If you've been around on my channel for a while, you know I'm not a fan of Margaret Atwood, but I keep a copy of The Handmaid's Tale because it's such an iconic book in everything that I'm interested in, so here's hoping that it's actually good. Oh, well, it's only like 350 pages, so we got The Handmaid's Tale. For that shelf, the next shelf is below the level of the desk, so bear with me as I lower the tripod here. Okay, I don't have light down here and it's quite dark, but I do have my light therapy lamp, which I will use to kind of, oh, there we go. So these are B authors, and yeah, I'm just going to see what I can see here. I'm just going to look from on top because it's kind of awkward trying to get in there. Oh! Okay, I found one. See? Anyway, okay, so I found this one, CG Box The Bitterroots. This series is complicated, but I think I can just pick this one up. This is the basis for the TV show Big Sky, which I binge watched recently. So when I saw it at the thrift store, I was like, yeah, you know, I'll read this one. So this one we're following Casey Duell. She's a former sheriff investigator. She's PI. She's going after the Kleinsassers, so season 2, I believe, of the show. And they're like in charge of that area in Montana. So it's like a crime, not true crime, but like a detective type novel. And down here, I'm seeing like the length of the books. What am I going to read from down here? This is my C shelf. It could be easy or I could be interesting. I'm just going to take a quick look at what's behind here. See if anything stands out. Okay. I think I'm going to go in between and I'm going to choose this. Soulless by Gail Carriger. I know it did the rounds on BookTube a little while ago and it's super popular. So I will do that. Yeah, so that is my first half of my May TBR. If I decide to read more in the month of May, then I'll choose more books. I'm not going to choose any comics at this point because I haven't read any of my comics from April that were digital. I've read a lot of physical copies. And yeah, I'm just going to play comics by the ear. So that's it for my May TBR. Thank you for watching.